After all of the fear and intimidation, the day finally arrived. Knees shaking, palms sweating, and mind racing. I get into the car with my friend. She was older. We, of course, were running late to my first day of high school. My intimidation heightened as the minutes passed by. My palm sweat turned into forehead sweat as we sprinted from the parking lot. That's how the morning of my freshman year went. I knew where my class was, luckily. My teachers, they were kind and helpful. They understood the fear, the intimidation. They see it a lot. Although the game they wanted to play was a name game. I've never liked the name game. Speaking out loud in front of a group of people that I don't know very well causes constant eye contact with my fidgeting fingers and sweaty palms. The year progressed, and so did I. My palms, dry, and my knees, sturdy, although my mind was still racing. Tests got harder, and homework got longer. Teachers, still kind, although name games are replaced with reading assignments and bookwork. Freshman year comes to an end, and for the first time in 177 days, there was no fear and no intimidation. It's August now. It's been over a month since the word school crossed my mind. But the 2 books and 2 essays I have to write will not do themselves. So after months of procrastination, I start to become fearful and intimidated. With only a week left before it's due, the stress sets in. My summer comes to an abrupt halt to do the work I was dreading. After a long, boring week, it was time to go back to school. But this time, I knew my way around. I had a lot of friends. I was confident. There was no fear or intimidation. Sophomore year. The teachers, kind. More name games. I still hate them. The fun and games last one day. Quickly, it's much more difficult than freshman year. More projects, longer essays, proofs. With the blink of an eye, I'm a junior, studying for SATs and learning the periodic table, all while looking at colleges and trying to overcome the fear and intimidation. Working hard to maintain a GPA so I look good on paper, so I can get into a good school. 10-page term papers, quadratic equations, and the battle at Hiroshima. Fail a test and go crazy over the 2 points my grade dropped. I probably should have studied harder, but I'm tired. Got my SAT scores back. Went straight online to pay the $50 fee to retake them. Take a deep breath, wipe the sweat from my palms. Junior year is finally over. The summer following was the best yet. No homework. This led me to believe that this year would be easy. At least that's how it was supposed to go. Senior year, English electives, Marketing 2, and AP Stats. I set myself up for an easy year and a huge GPA booster, but the English elective had lots of reading and essays. Marketing 2, we managed the school store. And how do I interpret a confidence interval? By the end of week 1, all I had was fear and intimidation. At the end of September, it came time to apply to college. I wrote and rewrote an essay to make sure it was absolutely perfect. Scrambled to find a class that I tried hard and did well to give a good recommendation. Took weeks and lots of application fees. But now, I wait. End of February, beginning of March, I start to hear back. Fear, intimidation. My whole life I wondered where I'd end up, and now I have to choose. This was not an easy choice. After weeks of logically ruling out school after school, I was down to 2. Another month was spent making pros and cons for each, staying nights with friends, and trying to choose the best fit for me. May 1st, UNH. Finally, I chose my school. A weight is lifted off of my shoulders and relieves 200 pounds. I'm able to take a deep breath. Fresh air is something that I have lacked for many months, but it's back, replacing the fear and the intimidation. 2 weeks. Graduation. In 2 short weeks, I will graduate high school. 12 years of hard work, stress, and many successes. This part of my life will be gone. A brand new life will begin. Although high school is filled with many hardships, there is so much to be said for the relationships that I have created and maintained. I have experienced so many things, seen so many places, and when all of the homework is passed in and the cap and gowns go on, what I will remember is not the fear and intimidation, but all of the amazing memories I made these last 4 years.